Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Gemma. I'm a criminologist. I'm a advanced autist. I'm a mother of two, and I'm a Spencer in my ancestry, right? So on this one, I'm going to let you all know a little bit about me, and I'm going to do it because I want to protect my family, what's left, and just bring in a new era of understanding of what's going on in the occults. So just please note that in this, I do not particularly want to do this, but I'm going to do this because I need to for my family. So in this segment, I'm going to explain to you what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to just go through detail. My nanny used to tell me a lot of things when I was younger. Okay, she used to tell me everything. She probably didn't even tell some of her own children. I was such an inquisitive child. I'm not joking. I was such an inquisitive child. She just looked at me like, what do I do with her? And a lot of people did do that in my life. What do I do with her? Like, it was just such an aspect of understanding and a precious energy as a 369, angelic, okay? Not just to just be in with my presence, but just to understand what it was like to be in my presence at certain times, but also what it was like to be around me at certain times. Okay, so people did see it in me, and I don't think people knew what to do. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. So secondly, yes, I am a Spencer. Okay, so my mum is Clara Bell Spencer. She's a Bell. Okay, so she is the bell, okay, the one that was supposed to protect. Okay, so people use it as maybe as a slur, or maybe as an understanding from maybe an aspect of understanding who the energy is from, what is going on. They may use that to protect things that they love, and I understand. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is actually for my family, the ones who are left, and there's a reason. I'm not here to harm you. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to protect children. I am here to serve as a public service to humanity. If you take me out, if you take my children out, know this is for a reason. It is done to do this to me, to affect my life, because I'm not the chosen one this time, but I am in a different way. So to then declassify it, what happened, and it's very sad, and it wasn't nice experiences, awful experiences, okay? An exposure took place on a Spencer line, and the bell had to be protected. What are you doing? Lifetimes of trauma. Right? Why? Right? So, I am from my mother, Belle, okay? Bella, Belly, okay? It's a French name, Belle. So the reason why is because she was a really nice name. She wanted to call her it. That's all she thought. My nanny, absolutely beautiful woman, beautiful. Johnson. Know a good woman when you see one. A Johnson, right? She was one good woman, and it's not a hoax, okay? So when I sit and go, oh yeah, like she's my mum, okay? She's my mum. There's no undenying factor that can dismay an aspect of her energy to come onto me and teach me as a true matriarchal energy, right? So move, right? So she's Irish heritage as well, right? So I'm her great grandfather was Irish. This is, I think it's her granddad who was Irish. My great granddad is Irish descent. So, okay, I'm not saying I'm the be-all and end-all. I'm just saying to clear a Spencer line name, okay, that's been trashed. So we have to protect it. So what do you do when you protect a line? You don't hide it. You just tell them all what's going on and get rid of them. So this is what we was doing, okay? So if you want to know what the Belle was doing, well, she was bringing out child traumas. She was telling people. She was speaking, right? It might take 10 years, 5 minutes, or 50 years, but it's going to come out. Okay, we're all screwed, right? That's for the next line. You're screwed, right? Because what you have done, okay? So when you do things like take things from them lines, like Spencer lines, because you've already gone through the one line of the Spencer line, and then there's the next one, okay? So they tried to take us off that line and then take us out. Well, just know, okay? Just know you made a mistake, okay? Because when you take innocent children, okay, and you try and jump back through a line to mess us up, right? So you got a Belle, grassed. Yeah, grass. Yeah, I know, I like that word. Do you know why? Because it reminds me of a first dimensional understanding of what this world is about. And then I laugh at you when you call me a grass. Because you know what? Why wouldn't you grass on your own family if they're hurting you? And then stand in a high playing position and pretend you got it all. No, you haven't. You haven't grasped. You didn't do it. Okay? Fail, right? So, understand, okay? Belle grasped, yeah, on a Spencer, right? And he was literally the last in line of our generation, but it doesn't mean that the good ones don't come through. Listen, this goes for the royals as well. You get good people in a line, and then you get bad people in a line. It goes for your line, okay? Wake up, wake up. Because you're all calling people, or royals, or Spencer lines, an aspect of what? Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but you lot did. For why? Right? Move. Yeah. Yeah. You got your picture, didn't you? Yeah, you got many of them. Because why? What are you doing? Okay? So what happens usually in this era is there's like, they break us down, they make us fight, and then they break us down, and then they take roles, whatever they want to take. So usually this happens in a higher spectrum. It's not even, this isn't even 6th dimension, like, at this stage. You're just all playing around in 4th dimensional ideas. Some people are trapped because of what they've done. Some people will never get out because of what they've done. I mean, some people have just absolutely ridiculed women to the point where because they haven't done anything wrong, there's going to be a sacrifice for them. This happens because why? Okay? You're not respecting culture. You're not respecting the people who have come through the lines. Okay? You're breaking them. You don't respect them gloves, mate. You don't respect that little wrap that you've got around you. You don't respect that key. You don't respect that Lee. So what happens? Right? Because I'm related to them as well. So the reason why is because I expose things on my line. I don't even know if he was my father. I don't know if he was my father. But if I was to say he was, because my mum, and whatever happened to my mum, because I always thought he was anyway, it doesn't matter. But he is also been removed from the line. But we can't remove him legally because we don't do that on a court of law just for normal people. You would only do that in a law where if you've been taken advantage of, they can just take you out of the line and just give you false names. And this is why. So I just want to let people know who love me okay, who I know, family relations as well. If you don't love me, I don't care. What's going on? Because what they've done is they've removed the family out of a line, the whole line, made out that it weren't a relation. Well, why have you done that? Because it's not connected and it's a falsity. So there has to be something else happening. So it's names. It's not just last names, it's first names. And this is why they've done it. Okay? So there's a connection to everything and there's a reason, and it's to break down. This is why the Spencers always get pushed away from a true monarch until they're ready. And then they let them in. When you see them they'll let them in. Why? Because one, they used to take the dad's name, the dads, but they don't on the monarch or the Spencers. They've taken the mums, which is interesting because that was the father's line on my line. So usually they don't really take much notice of us anyway. However, because they've done what they've pushed us completely out of the line, made out that we're not even related to them, on an island that's probably about this big compared to America. So we're just down the road, right? So usually it's a stitch up because you've exposed something. So Belle exposed something about the line and it was not nice. And I'm not going into detail because I'm not a fucking bitch, right? So understand that when you have lines that are significant and then someone like me pops in and I'm a 369, so what do you think of me? I mean, I'm one out of the line because I couldn't stay in it because you broke it, so now I'm out of the line once. So as a 369, you've given the line to somebody else in an ancestral understanding. No, you've just given the line to somebody else as an ancestral understanding. So I tried to help you by taking that name off. So I don't know what you want me to do. Submit to the will of what? Submit to the will of what? Okay? There's ancestors in this timeline. There's good people here. There's good people on my line. Still. And then you're getting them to work for you. Right, just remember. Right? As a Royal Arch 369, I came through the line as Spencer line, okay? We live in an island. It's about this big compared to America. Right? America. If I lived here and I lived there and someone lived there and ancestry, I'd be like, hang on a minute. It's probably quite distant unless they travelled. So I've got to find that out. But if you live on an island this big compared to that, say, oh, did they travel? Not much. It's right, love. Take yourself to Northampton. Yeah, is that where the Queen used to live? It's not about her anymore, is it? Right? It's not about her anymore, is it? Right? You switched it. You made it about somebody else and somebody else. But it's not though, is it? It's not about me. What is it about? It's about people in the past who've been took out for what? Nothing. It's about women who have been abused by a system that's getting milked. Why? Dunno. Just allowing it. Loads of kids being taken. Child trafficking. Do you think Diana would have stood for this? Princess Diana, Wales. Princess Diana Spencer of Wales. Do you think she would have stood for it? No. That's probably why she's not here anymore. That's probably why I'm not going to be here for much longer as well. And let me spell it out for you. Yeah? I have a big uncle. His name is George William Spencer and he's a beautiful man. Right? So, I don't know, it took me about 4 years. What did you do? What did you have to do? What did you have to do? Yeah, what did you have to do? What did you have to do? What did you have to do for me to say this to you all? How pathetic. I will sit here and tell you what a silly little game you are playing with human beings and little children. And you probably should all be sacked. And you probably shouldn't even be stood where you are. I mean, who gave you that position? Who was it? Who gave you it? Nobody. You stole it. And you'll always remember me. Because I'm related. Duh. And the reality is, try and push stuff onto other people just because you can't handle it without knowing is a faulty line already. So we already caught you all, okay? We did it already. So going back tracks on blue beams like you're a fucking serenader is just silly at this point. I mean, I don't even see who's running the books around here, because let me tell you now, you got people in courts lying about stuff, taking kids under names of magistrates, and then you're all sitting there trying to protect all the children, but the magistrates are doing it. Who's a low blow at this stage? Because it ain't me, because I ain't done anything wrong still. I'm still waiting for my comeuppance. Can you tell?